Okay, hi.
Hello.
I'm doing a video for my YouTube. Do you give me permission to post this video on my YouTube?
Sure.
Okay, hi. So what's your name?
My name is Stefan Penn.
Okay. And so what brings you out this way? Are you from Oakland?
Originally, I'm not from Oakland, no, but I cut my teeth here in Oakland, and I've been here since '98. Come to the East Bay in '98.
Okay.
Became unhoused during the Occupy movement.
Okay.
When Occupy was nationwide. That's when all of this started. Was then, and it's just the same situation then. Now, nothing's changed. The rent's getting higher and higher, and we're just occupying what we can. And yeah. So
that's why this. That's why you led to homelessness, because of what you just shared with us.
Pardon?
I said, so that's the reason why you became homeless, right?
Well, the definition of homeless, I technically always was homeless. Since when I came to college, I was in a dorm. Couch surfed in the dorm house. And I went from dorm to dorm to dorm. So I've been a homeless college student since '98. Technically, I became a leaseholder with my college roommates. We left the dorm area from Cal and rented a house in El Cerrito, and different houses, and then from there found my way back to couch surfing. Got out of the lease, and big things take place.
Yeah, you sound very intelligent.
Being transient, and all that, and partying, a musician playing everywhere, and playing festivals and camping out, going camping. Technically, there is no such thing as homelessness, because there's no place else we can be other than here on Earth. This is our home. We can run around naked and without protection. This is home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, homelessness is a loaded term created by the real estate industry. You don't want to be homeless. You don't want to be homeless. To force you to purchase land from them that's not even theirs in the first place. Okay?
Right.
And that's what it is. And in my view, the industry needs to be shut down, and the president needs to seize all assets incurred by this industry and make it account for the people and house the people right away.
Right.
And everybody in the real industry needs to go out and get a real job, okay? And stop putting their foot on people's neck.
Right. That's a good game. Okay, so being out here in these streets, what's the worst thing you see down here? What's the
worst thing I see down here?
Yeah.
Oh, people being killed is probably the worst thing, or ganged up on, and ostracized, or the people with severe mental health challenges being ignored, or by everybody else. I don't ignore them, but we all do. I say we because it's a we thing. Like the trash, for example. I might not have made the mess out here, but as the citizens drive by, they see it. I'm getting blamed anyways, so I might as well clean it up.
Right.
So it's not mine, but it is mine.
Right.
That's my attitude, and the attitude we all should take in our society is, we have this attitude. Well, it's not mine, it's not me. What's in it for me? Why should I do that? That's you're part of the problem. You're part of the problem doing that, and you're dismissed. Doing that.
Right. Okay, so one more question. Okay, so what advice would you give to any youngsters or people that don't?
Who? I'm sorry.
The advice that you'll give to our younger generation to kind of give them good advice to kind of prevent from being homeless and prevent from living a bad life. Like what advice would you give them?
Well, prevent from being homeless. We got to. Well, when you go on top of the hill and you look down at everything, you look at. Well, you gotta be sustainable, and you have to think green. You have to think, about the future and about how to organize the land for the future. And when you go on top of the hill and you look down, young people, you look at all this concrete, everything that's been built in, and you realize it's not sustainable. and then how are we gonna fix it? And then you realize, shit, we gotta dig all this up. There's no band-aid, you know. It's all screwed up, you know. The people came before us, they just willy-nilly put anything anywhere into the ground, and then because they needed to make money right then and there, you know, that's all they was thinking about was them in the moment, you know. Which the moment and the now is important. However, you know, you gotta be responsible about it and think about for the future and about what the effects it's gonna do, what it's gonna have later down the line. And I suggest getting with grassroots organizations that are, you know, thinking forward and building green communities. For example, my partners and I here, we have a proposal we're drafting up for a new tiny homes community, and you know, I want it to be a green community, you know, with greenhouses, you know, and no more concrete and wood in the ground. You know, we're gonna attempt to erect, you know, sustainable green housing, you know, for the homeless. You know?
That sounds really good. Do you have any way they can contact you if somebody's interested in that or want to fund it or anything? Do you have any kind of email or kind of contact information you can give them? Because that sounds like a good idea, and a lot of people are watching my channel, so you never know who might want to.
Yeah, you can contact. You can email me at COREYSDENN@gmail.com.
Tight. Okay, well, anything else you want to say?
You know, part of our issue. Right on.
I'm gonna come back.
Okay. Part of our issue also is not just the real estate industry, you know, but the challenge of getting rid of that is people in our public office. You know, if I was president, you know, I would, you know, well, if you're in public office, you cannot be in real estate. That is a conflict of interest because, you know, your interest should be with the people, and when you're in real estate, your interest is not with that person. You know, and so if you're going to be an elected official, you would have to give up what you made over real estate and your assets, you know, having to do with real estate as a gesture to the people that you're going to do for public office, and that goes into a fund that the president created for housing the people. You know, so yeah, something like that. Think about that thing, young people. Getting your what do you call it? Petitions together to organize the laws in that way.
Okay, tell them. Pop your shit. Okay. So thank you so much for the interview. I appreciate you so much. Have a good day, and hopefully everything works out.
Okay. All right. One love, one peace.
Okay.